Uh, I hope you had a good trading day today. Uh, Huge fall in Infosys due to the results brought Nifty down to a large extent also. If you see today, Nifty almost hit our expected levels of 17,552 and then retraced back pretty strongly. Uh, there was, of course, good opportunities to short in Nifty. Very clear uh, trend, or you know, we could have a lot of people would have, I'm sure, would have shorted here and made some good profit at these two levels. We were focused mostly on Bank Nifty. We, of course, did take the initially we took the puts 4200 put of 285. You are also looking at 42,200 to 85 above. However, our put got triggered initially, and we were able to grasp about 360 points in the same. 360 to 400, I think we were able to trade. We were also planning to add it once again. However, we did not uh, uh, see the movement above 340, and then we started looking at 42,200, and this gave us some profit of about 30 odd points at the first time. Later, we mentioned that 42,300 is our expectation in terms of futures, and this, we could trade 42,200 because initially it hit our trading stop loss at around 260 levels. Of course, we were also looking to short if price moves below 42,900, but it did not come. Now, looking at the charts, if you see, uh, especially Bank Nifty, uh, there was a gap up. Why this freak trade of open equals high is something, uh, you would be able to understand in the algo trades. The big players are always uh, uh, looking to exit their positions very safely in profit. A lot of expectations on HDFC was high, and so positions of HDFC Bank were exited with this freak trade. Within seconds, they uh, not exactly the HDFC Bank positions, they exited the Bank Nifty positions at this freak trade, because all the big players they trade on all those. Just push of a button, all the trades would have got exited and they would have booked profit of almost uh, 400 points, because the previous close was at 42,200 and the high was 42,630. So around 200 to 300 points of profit they would have easily booked with their algo trades. Uh, so now what is that we are expecting is the big question. Before we go into that, we will look at some of the stock picks for tomorrow. We're looking at Apollo Hospitals. This looks very positive move, even if there is a slight retracement back. I think we should look to add this for targets of 4,400 levels or so. This would be our first target, and then subsequently you can trail and make some good profit. Bajaj Finserv also is looking good. Uh, this has, if you can see, there is a W pattern which seems to have created, and we can look at targets of 1352. Axis Bank is looking for a breakout. This also opened a gap up and then fill the gap. We trace trading within this triangle. So we should see some uh, possibly upside move once this moves above 870 levels or so. And on the lower side, if this moves below 860.9, then you can look to short this for targets of 855, 857 levels also. Industrial Bank also is looking poised for a good trade. Uh, Trend, of course, is slightly on the bearish side. If this price moves below 1115 or so, then we could look at targets of 1102 and 1086 levels or so. So based on the price action, I think there could be good breakouts on this stocks, and we could look at good profitable trades on HDFC Life, Marico. I'm again slightly upside biased. Tata Power also has already given a breakout, and we should be able to see 198 levels in the couple of 198 to 200 levels on this price on this stock. Delta Corp also is looking upwards. I'm looking at targets of 194 plus, and please remember most of the stocks I'm looking at intraday to short term only. So if you are seeing good profits on the intraday, you can exit, or if you are a short term investor, you can also book some initial profits and then look to hold the stocks as well. Bandhan Bank, I'm looking slightly a retracement up to 205 levels, and then possibly we should look at the upside. ITC Bank also is in my ITC is also in my radar. This I am looking to possibly uh, short this, but then there is a good it's moving in a good uptrend. So depending on the price action tomorrow, we would look to see if we should buy this above 401 levels, and for targets of 408 to 412. Vedanta also is looking on the upside. I'm looking at targets of 280 plus, and Kotak Mahindra Bank, we did miss this gap up uh, trade here. However, nevertheless, we should be able to possibly add this once it retraces back to 180, 1880 to 1870 levels or so. UBL, I'm looking to short. My target somewhere close to 1394 to 1384 plus. Indigo, also I'm looking to short this if the price moves below 1928 levels. My initial targets would be 18 and 1902 levels, or 1004 levels or so. So tomorrow being expiry, we should be trading on the Finnifty. Before that, I would like to share our views on HDFC Bank. HDFC is, I think, there is more of shorts possibly to come. However, if this can sustain above 1674, then we should see 1695 to 1720 levels or so. So depending on the price action, we would decide tomorrow how to trade this. And we also Infosys. I'm sure most of you are looking to add because it is at a discounted price. We would look at the movement tomorrow, because there is definitely price can slowly retrace back to 1300 or 1285 depending on the speed of the move. I am looking to short this, because Well, if price does not sustain, if price tends to touch 1,300, and if I if I see this type of a pattern, uh, price action coming in, then I think we can look to short, and my target would be around 1,000. 1130 44 levels or so. So if we are adding in equity, depending on the type of movement, we can look at adding puts, and we can look at some profits coming in here. HDFC Bank, I think I have already shared my views. Let's look at Bank Nifty. I'm looking at 4,000, 42,200. If this moves about 295 plus, and I'm looking at targets of 360, 380 levels. And if 42 to 300 put moves about 310, then I'm looking at target of 360 to 400 plus. Uh, uh, Bank Nifty, I'm also looking at targets of 43,000. Uh, if market is able to sustain above these levels of 42, I think 42,300 spot, then 320 spot, and I think we should be able to see tomorrow 42,480 coming in. So thank you all. I'm also sharing the Finnifty levels. If 18,800 call moves above 88, then my target would be 120 plus, and 18,850 put, if this moves above 94 and this is, then my target, we were looking at targets of 133 plus. So good luck for tomorrow. God bless you, and happy profiting. If you have any questions, please do put in the comment box, and also help us in making this channel grow. Please do share. Please be generous in your likes and share the channel, the link. I will also post the channel link so that you can share with your friends and subscribe. Uh, we are also sharing broker links in case you are not uh, you know still started it. We can open your account with 5paisa, and they also are a good platform, and they in fact are also 5paisa.com is sorry, is also holding I mean IPO, and good services. We do trade with mostly with 5paisa. Thanks for your time.